So welcome to my live craft along. And I was asked to do today, one of my clients asked me to do retirement cards. So I thought, well, as we're at the end of April and we're going to lose some gorgeous things, I'd use retiring products. So the colours we're losing are some gorgeous ones. Bumblebee, which is a favourite of mine. I'm really sad to lose that one. Cinnamon cider, which I took some time to get used to, but actually now I like. Just Jade, which is a lovely bright green if you're into greens. Misty Moonlight, which I did use a lot because that was great for a lot of masculine cards. Not too dark a blue, but not too pale a blue. I love that colour. And then the bright magenta Magnus, which I've struggled to use, I have to admit, because I find that a bit too bright. So I thought retirement cards will do that. So I was looking in my sets for interesting retirement things. And the first ones I found were these. This is a current set until next week, but it retires next week. And when I first saw it in the catalogue, I thought I need to buy it immediately. And it's got some gorgeous sentiments about retirements, as well as a happy birthday and happy retirement, and two quite nice cartoon figures, which I quite like using on cards. I haven't used those. I've used the happy retirement from this set particularly today, and I've used some of the other sentiments as well, which are rather good. I'll show you those when we get to it. And then I was thinking of trying to do a mix of retirement cards, which are for men and for women. So I found this set, which again is, I think this one's retiring again next week, I think. A Good Man, which is lovely. Again, some lovely sentiments with it and some really nice ones. But this was the one that caught my eye, because that to me just is retirement. So I quite liked that one. So I've used that one. I'm going to use that one in a bit. And then I found this set, which actually retired 2 years ago, a year ago, this time last year. It was from 2 years ago catalogue, which I also liked because I thought it's a nice one. I'm going to keep this one because it's a really nice one for men, particularly people who like gardening. And as my daughter's partner loves gardening, I'm keeping this because it's good for his cards. But again, there's a nice picture of a man in a hammock, which I've used because I think that's retirement as well. So I'll show you the card that I made using those things. So this is it, and it's a frame card. It's where I've used some DSP, again, the retiring in colour DSP, which we're going to lose. Every year when we get the in colours, we get a set of DSP to go with them. And I haven't actually used much of this DSP, so I thought, yes, I need to get in to use some of it before it goes next week. So this one I made a frame card. I used the one from A Good Man, the picture, the image, I couldn't think of the word, image from A Good Man for that one. And I also used the image from A Cut Above for inside because I quite liked that one. And this is the sentiment from the senior years set. Retirement had its ups and downs. You get up and lie down wherever you want. So this is a true retirement card for retirement and also using all retiring sets or retired sets. But I thought I'd go through technique today. I thought I'd go through how to use a frame, how to make a frame card. So I did send out the bits if people wanted to craft along. So we need a card base, and I've used the Just Jade, the retiring Just Jade colour. And then we need various bits as well. So I've cut out, and I've already done this because I don't want to wander off camera to show you this, but the piece for the frame, I've used the DSP. So I've just used a piece of DSP, which is the usual layering size, which is it's actually 9.9 by 14.2 in this case. And I've cut out using, again, a retired die. This is one of the layering oval dies. It's the second largest. Just place that in the center and cut it out. We can, of course, keep the cutout piece because that will make a nice card anyway. And that gives you your frame. But where people might struggle is how do you work out where to put your image in the frame? So I've already cut my two white pieces. I've cut one the same size as the front layer for the inside, one slightly smaller, so 9.5 by 13.7. That is, obviously you can see slightly smaller than that, so it's going to fit behind. We're not going to see that layer behind the frame. So how do we work out where we put our image? Well, it's dead simple. We're going to place the white piece behind, the piece of basic white behind our DSP, and then with a pencil we simply draw around where the oval is. So you can use, of course, any die that cuts a size that or shape that is big enough to fit the image you want to put in it. So this, you can use this technique with any frame type die and any image that you want to use. So it's quite useful. So we're just going to draw the circle on there. And now we know exactly where we need to place the image to do it. So let me get my image out. See, I've used this one quite a lot. So I love this set. Oh, I think it's really good for mail cards, actually. So there is still just a chance to go and get it before it retires. Till next, I think is it Tuesday the catalogue goes live, I think. So you've got this weekend, basically, to get it out. So I'm just going to ink up my image, and then I can, because it's a clear block, I can see through it. I can then place my image where I want. So I want the main image in the center. So when I place it down, there's a little bit going to go off to the side. To be honest, that doesn't bother me at all. So now I know that when I put the card together, that's going to be in exactly the right place. So that's how simple it is to make a frame type card. So go ahead and do them, folks, because really good. I'm not going to bother showing you the colouring things. We're going to do it now, but I shall be back in a second and show you some of the rest of it. Okay, so I've done my colouring. I've coloured in, stamped the inside and coloured that, and I've also coloured my man for the front. So important thing to remember, get your rubber and rub out the lines that you drew before you start to put it together. There we go. So then it's just a matter of putting it together. So we're going to stick the map bit, the picture bit down first. Just very quickly using a bit of Tombow on that. Just place that in the center because we know that the frame's going to go round. And then for the frame, I'm going to use, oh, I got enough of these, probably need to look a few more out of these, but we want to use dimensionals to put it up, and you want to have some that are pretty close to the actual frame so that it holds the frame in place, and then some that will hold the rest of it in place, the rest of the frame. So I'm going to use quite a lot. It's always good, always use the extra bits as well. So I'm going to use those there. Should be enough. And the time-consuming bit. More in there, actually. Oh, talk amongst yourselves, and I get all these off. Love dimensionals, go through packs and packs of them, but they're so useful for helping you layer up cards. And the beauty is you can cut them to any size. Ooh, stuck to my jumper, that one, which means when I go to the loo, there will be a dimensional layer on the loo floor, that always is. So then we simply, once we've done that, we can stick this down very carefully, making sure it's straight. And there we have the frame card. And then all we have to do is add the sentiment, which I am going to raise as well. So I'll put another couple of dimensionals on that. You can, on the first one I actually put this on flat, just stuck it down flat. This time I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. So I'm using birthday in this because this is going to a specific person. So there's the card. Now I can write in that for the birthday. Here's the one to compare it with, done the same colours. So for retirement, I've used additional sentiments in the retirement one, but can be used for birthday, retirement. And that's what I'd say, if you're making a card for a special occasion like a retirement or something, then think what birthday cards you've made, what things you've seen that make nice birthday cards, because quite often you can simply substitute a different sentiment and make it a different type of card. And that's my top tip for today. If you want to see anything else, please come along to Crafty Carol's Cards and you will see various things I've made in the blog, and sign up for the emails, and then you'll get told about all these live craft alongs I do. Bye for now.